Alright gamers, it is time for a new guide video on how to solo 7-star Porygon2. I was expecting High Dragon to show up, but this is a welcome surprise. I really like Porygon2. But anyways, I have a Scrafty strategy I'd like to show everybody, so let us begin. So Scrafty, base typing, fighting, dark, Tera type fighting. Any ability will work, but I think Shed Skin can be alright too, but we won't need it for the item we have, which is Covert Cloak. Max trained in attack and special defense, and a little more in HP, with Adamant Nature, or Bread Nature if you want to. Alright, Porygon, base type normal, Tera type normal, with the ability Analytic, which means if it moves last, the power of its moves gets powered up by 30%. With the moves Tri-Attack, Ice Beam, Discharge is a scripted move, Thunderbolt, Psychic, and Trick Room. It'll always start off first turn with Trick Room, which will be right over here, which switches around the turn orders of the Pokemon moving. So I'm going to go last while he goes first, in other words. So now first turn, you use Amnesia first turn. You'll start off with Tri-Attack, which you can take just fine since we are max special defense. And Scrafty has an actually high special defense stat too. Alright, Amnesia will double our special defense stat. We're only going to need one until it takes away our stats. Alright, now for 3 to 4 turns, I say 4 turns because it can take away your stat boosts. Or not your stat boost, your Tera Charge. Use Snarl 3 to 4 times. If you need to recover HP, use Drain Punch while the shield is down. Alright, this will lower its special attack by 1 stage. Alright, thanks to the grass turn, we get a little passive healing. Let's use Snarl 3 to 4 more times. Since we are part Dark type, we don't have to worry about Psychic, at least for now. We don't have to worry about it. Snarl does have a 5% chance to miss, so if that happens, that's okay. Alright, there we go. It takes away our Tera Charge, so we need at least 1 extra move in order for us to terrestrialize. And I think on the last turn you should use Drain Punch to get some of your HP back before you terrestrialize. And this is the reason we have the Covert Cloak, because a lot of Porygon2's moves have secondary effects. So with Covert Cloak, we won't have to worry about those. I do have Moxie on this Scrafty, but it doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. Alright, there's the shield, that's fine. I'd say Drain Puncher even with the shield up, just to get some recovery back. It's already at -2 attack while we're at +2. Alright, now we heal a little bit. Not bad at all. And the aggressive turn will help us heal just a bit more. Alright, from here it takes away stat drops, you terrestrialize, and you use Snarl again. And the Trick Room should be over in a few turns as well. Make sure you also use 1 PP up on Drain Punch, or 3 if you want to max out the power points. Because you could run out of Drain Punches, which is a possibility. Snarl to lower special attack, you only need to do that maybe 1 more time, and that's that. There's a Tri-Attack, which does have a 10% chance to either freeze, paralyze, or burn you, but once again, we have the whatchamacallit, the Covert Cloak, so we won't have to worry about that. Now use not Drain Punch, now use Swords Dance a few times, start powering up your attack by 2, and the next turn will be by 3, and the next turn will be by 4. It'll start using Psychic now, which is fine, as long as it doesn't crit, you're good. Alright, if your HP starts getting a little low, use Drain Punch, but if you're not all that worried, of course. Well, that kind of stinks. Alright, yeah, whenever it takes away your stats like that, use Amnesia to get your special defense back. Alright, I think in this turn we should use Drain Punch to get some of our HP back. Or if you're really feeling a bit frisky, just Swords Dance again and then Drain Punch again, as long as it doesn't trade your full. We should Drain Punch next turn and get our HP back. Because he's moving second, Analytic is coming into effect, so that Psychic is hitting 30% harder. Alright, Drain Punch. Our Tera boosted +2, this is going to do quite a bit. Should even get us back to full HP for that matter. Yeah, there's our... just about. Alright, there's Tri-Attack, which it doesn't normally use at this point, but that's fine, it's not the worst. One thing I kind of like about this raid is that Porygon2 has no way to raise its special attack. So it definitely makes things a lot easier for us. Alright, it's 2 more sword stances, and then pretty much just Drain Punch for the rest of the fight and we win. Psychic does have a 10% chance to lower your special defense, but once again, Cover Cloak comes into effect. Seriously, such an underrated item. One of the greatest items ever introduced in this game. Alright, now we just Drain Punch for the rest of this. If you have the partner Weavile, you don't need it, but if you do, it can use Leer when the shield is down, making your Drain Punches hit that much harder. Alright, now there's Psychic. Near the end of the fight, it will start using 2 attacks, but again, our special defense is so high and its special attack is so low that that's really not an issue. Alright, one more Drain Punch and the shield is down. Alright, there's this scripted Discharge. It'll use it around 40% time, or 50% HP. And again, thanks to our Cover Cloak, we don't have to worry about being paralyzed. There's the double attacking, which is fine as long as it doesn't crit. I take this. Alright, now that the shield's broken, once that animation plays, it won't be able to move next turn. Just use an extra Drain Punch. It's really all you need to do. I mean, if you don't want to use Cover Cloak, you can use Shed Skin, but I prefer Cover Cloak personally. Alright, there goes taking away its stat drops once again. I mean, I don't think you have to be that worried about it. If you want to be safe, just use Snarl again, but you don't really have to. You already have +2 special defense anyways. And one last Drain Punch should do the trick. And down goes Porygon2, the Unrivaled. That's an easy solo using Scrafty. That makes me think we might get Porygon2 on a later date. Y'all know I really like Porygon2. Well, at least those of you who are familiar to my channel. But for those who are new, now you know Porygon2 is one of my favorite normal types, along with Slacking and Zangoose. And Ursaluna now. Alright, well, with that being said, that's how you take down that raid. Let me show everybody the stats one last time real fast. Alright. And again, the ability doesn't really matter. But anyways, that's how you take down 7-star Porygon2 in a very easy fashion without help online. If y'all enjoyed this and want to see more, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And consider answering the question of the day in the link description below. Like, what of the 3 members of the Porygon line, which one is your favorite and why? For me, Porygon2. Anyways, thank y'all for watching, and have a berrific day.